Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Damien. Welcome back. Bringing you my review for episode 18 of The Vampire Diaries Season 6. The show is back after a somewhat short break, and it picks up right where it left off. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, as always, click off. Feel free to come back later if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions. So let's get right into it. The episode, for the most part, was what I expected, because with the recent announcement of Nina Dobrev leaving the show, it's safe to say that it's all playing out the way I imagined. So I mentioned I did like a video last week talking about the fact that Nina Dobrev was leaving the show, and here we go tonight with the episode where she is now basically looking back on her life, thinking back to the time when she was human, really saying, I want a family, I want to have a kid, all of this stuff. So that's to be expected at this point. And Damon, of course, is very disappointed. Now, this is not really how I saw everything playing out. I don't really know how I saw the Vampire Diaries playing out, and I'm not really going to touch on Stefan and Caroline in tonight's episode because they were just doing what I guess this show has basically set as a standard, which is wasting time, filling up screen time. It's just their actions, really. They're bored, I guess, just torture and kill some people. It's a different week, same deal. You guys know the drill at this point. So, and I won't mention Enzo and that Sarah Salvatore girl, although there has been some, I guess, decent development between the two of them, and especially Enzo's character getting some backstory, because honestly I've despised his character since he's been on. So I guess that was somewhat of a silver lining if you want to look at it, but I'm not really too interested in all of that because we're about to wrap up here, guys. You know, it's coming down. It's over. Once Elena leaves, I will watch the 7th season, but I really just can't even imagine what they're going to do. So what I wanted to spend the next few minutes talking about is just Damon and Elena and the cure and her wanting to have a normal life and so on. Now, I mentioned in my last video, one of the problems in having a character announce that she's leaving the show is really the fact that you kind of know how things are going to play out. And this is a problem because it takes away a lot of the surprise factor from the few episodes that we have left in season 6, because ultimately you know a couple things are going to go down. Tyler's officially leaving the show. Now, as irrelevant as his character is, he's still leaving officially, so you know that he's gone. Nina Dobrev is leaving the show, which means she can either A, die, or B, take the cure. Now, I'm going for B, which is pretty much a guarantee at this point because her dialogue in this episode basically made it very clear that that's the route they're going. Damon is obviously feeling very guilty at this point. He is... Actually, no, I can't really say he's feeling guilty, but he's looking back and he's just wondering, well, do I need to be selfish here? Or do I give her the choice? And he's afraid of her taking the choice to take the cure. And another thing that really kind of gives it away is them being on Twitter talking about the fact that they've wrapped the final scene between her and Stefan, her and Damon, all of that. So you know that it's winding down and that they're going to say their goodbyes. I'm interested actually in seeing what the Stefan and Elena goodbye is going to be like, because they basically have played off the Stefan and Elena relationship like if they really just didn't happen, or if they were like so long ago. And it'll be interesting to see how they all kind of, you know, say goodbye to each other. Now, that's really all that matters at this point, I guess, is hopefully they can wrap up Elena's character in a at least somewhat decent or passable way, because when you go into season 7, I really don't know what you're going to do for the final season. That's going to be interesting in some way, because without a lead character, I also mentioned this in my last video as well, I don't know how much Caroline is going to be able to take that spotlight. Hopefully Bonnie gets some more screen time. She wasn't even in tonight's episode, disappointing. But yeah, I mean, the episode has pretty much just been filler, of course. They tried to leave it with their usual cliffhanger at the end with the hybrid witch-vampire combination that they have going. So they continue to go out there with their supernatural limits. And, you know, I gotta say, guys, you know, I'm ready to close the chapter on the Vampire Diaries. It's been actually painful to watch some of the episodes, I'm not gonna lie, and a lot of it is really just me basically pushing through it just so I can A, upload scenes, B, talk about it, and C, because I don't like quitting shows. You know, it really would take a lot for me to quit a TV show. I'm trying my best, you know, to keep an open mind when it comes to this show, but it's just really hard, and it really is. So let me know what you guys think. Somewhat short review for tonight's episode. It really isn't a lot to say. I mean, Damon's mother is here. She's doing things. I guess one of the big things that I haven't even touched on is Stefan turning his humanity back on. But that humanity switch, really, it's a joke when you look at it, so I can't even really worry about that too much or consider that some kind of serious accomplishment or sense of standard when it comes to the writing on the show, because this is just something that they've done before and it's all played out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it and your thoughts on Damon and Elena. I hope they have some closure before she leaves the show in a few weeks. So I'll see you guys. Thank you for listening. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and I will be posting a video talking about Daredevil maybe tomorrow or Saturday. So I'll look for that if you're interested. I'll see you guys later.